Okay, so I see that I really need to speak into the microphone. So to start the announcements, we have a few remarks from Greg Rosenbaum, who won the NDT in 1974 as a debater and in 1979 as a coach. He and his partner as debaters and coaches have been financially sponsoring the NDT for 11 years and have agreed to do so for at least another 5. So with that, a few words from Greg Rosenbaum.
Thank you very much, Sarah, and congratulations on running the tournament in a fine fashion for your first year as tournament director. Tomorrow night, we will crown the 70th NDT champion. The NCAA will crown its 78th men's basketball champion. Think about that. What the sports world thinks of as March Madness began only 8 years before what the debate world knows as the real March Madness. I'd like to take a few minutes for some reflections on the 70th NDT, the 11th of which Palisades Associates Inc., Charlie Garvin's and my firm has sponsored. While this is a milestone NDT, the 70th annual, it is also a milestone for me. It's the 25th NDT that I have attended. Interestingly, the first NDT I attended was in 1969, the same year I was a cherub at the Northwestern Summer Workshop with a high school debater from suburban Chicago named Merrick Garland, who himself is the subject of some debate these days. Let's think a little bit about what the world was like in 1947 when the NDT was born, when the idea of a college national debate championship, originally planned and hosted by the United States Military Academy, came to fruition. In 1947, another graduate of the United States Military Academy, General George C. Marshall, proposed the Marshall Plan, and it was put into effect late that year, spurring the rebuild of a European continent ravaged by World War. Yet that same year, the Soviet Union rejected the U.S. plan for UN atomic energy control, setting the stage for a world Cold War that would last for decades. In 1947, India and Pakistan gained their independence from Britain. Yet that same year, Britain nationalized the coal mines and its coal mining industry. In 1947, the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered, opening a vast storehouse of knowledge about which people could only speculate before their discovery. But that same year, the Hollywood blacklist was instituted by the House Un-American Activities Committee, closing the door on knowledge creation in a particularly vicious way. In 1947, Jackie Robinson became the first black Major League Baseball player, though it took 12 more years until the Boston Red Sox became the last Major League team to add a black player to its roster. 1947 also brought us the first televised World Series, something for which I am eternally grateful, as I know a few coaches in this room are as well. In 1947, the transistor and the microwave oven were invented. That same year, the inventor of the assembly line and the first automobile mass-produced for consumers, Henry Ford, died. In 1947, the US GDP in 1998 dollars was $244.6 billion. The federal budget was $34.5 billion. The national debt, only $257 billion. Unemployment was 3.9%, and the cost of a first-class postage stamp was 3 cents. I'm not sure how many people in this room know how much a postage stamp costs today, let alone what it's used for. In 1947, US life expectancy was 66.8 years. If that had not changed, I would likely not make it to the 75th NDT, for which we've already signed up as sponsors. Instead, at this year's NDT, I found a new role. I learned that if you come to the NDT 25 times, You qualify to harass judges and coaches to get rounds started on time and decisions made on time, and you learn the threatening power of a flipped quarter. Oh, to have had such power when I was a debater. And in 1947, the NDT debate topic was resolved that labor should be given a direct share in the management of industry. And the Cap K was born. I use these reflections to make a larger point about all of you here tonight and at this tournament. Participation in NDT debate will shape the history of your life when you look back at this time from a point 15, 20, 30, or maybe even 70 years from tonight, just as your participation will have shaped NDT debate. Regardless of the outcome of this tournament, even if it is the last year of competition for you in debate, you should take with you only memories that are the fondest of memories of your time at the NDT. You are debaters, you will always be debaters, and you need to remember that being a debater is a good thing. When you least expect it, you'll find yourself in a real-life debate that goes off the path you expected, and you will call upon a trait that this tournament, more than any other event in your life, emphasized most: adaptability. For example, I found myself in a debate with the executive director of the Emergency Committee for Israel last August in front of a visiting delegation of the Israeli Diplomatic Correspondents Association, which had come to the United States to learn about the politics of the Iran deal that had just been submitted to Congress. In answer to questions about how the congressional vote would turn out, my opponent conceded that after a bitter fight, the president would have at least 34 votes in the Senate to sustain his expected veto of a Congress-passed resolution of disapproval. The correspondents were fully up to speed on that piece of American government. I didn't have a lot of leeway, especially when my opponent started explaining how his and rival groups would go after those senators who cast a vote to sustain the veto in upcoming elections, arguing that about the effectiveness of negative advertising was a sure loser. So I thought of another argument on the spot. What if enough senators supported the Iran deal so that a vote was never taken on the resolution of disapproval? The correspondents had no idea how that could be possible, so I suggested a strategy of getting not only 34 senators' support for the deal, but 41, so a cloture motion would fail and there would never be a recorded vote on the substance of the deal. This was news to the correspondents, who scribbled and keyboarded feverishly about this new scenario, which appeared the next day in almost every major Israeli media outlet. My opponent tried to make his argument fit the changed perception of the debate, suggesting that they would just run ads against senators who voted against cloture. He never attended the NDT, of course, so I asked, really, you're going to run ads outside the Beltway explaining why a senator should be defeated by his home constituents because he voted against an end to Senate debate? Said, good luck with that one. Changing debate strategy on the fly is something I learned in competitions like this, and especially at the NDT, with its 3-judge panels, disclosure, and lengthy time to prepare for the tournament. Sometimes that adaptability pays real-world dividends too, as the idea of preventing cloture was adopted as the White House strategy 2 days later. All of you will be confronted with the opportunity to debate issues as you leave the formality of NDT debate, whether it is politics at the family Thanksgiving table, advocacy in the streets, in courtrooms, or the halls of Congress, or even in private conversations with the President of the United States. What will make you more confident, allow you to adapt to unforeseen circumstances, and ensure that you are the best advocate you can be for the cause in which you believe, whether it be a policy, a plan, or a project, will be your participation in this activity and at this tournament. In that sense, you have all won something at the NDT. 70 years from now, people will look back at what happened in 2016 with the same sort of curiosity and even disbelief with which we look back on 1947. The world will have changed dramatically. It is up to you to advocate for a change that will make that world of the future a better one than the world of today. Good luck to all of you who are still competing, and the very best of luck to all of you as you take your next steps into a larger debate community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg. The banquet for the National Debate Tournament is always a bittersweet night. It's a night of celebration, but it is also a night of sadness. Many debaters have already ended their careers, others will end them tomorrow. So let's begin the evening by recognizing the people who are at their last tournament. I'd like to thank the hosts from Binghamton University, Joe Leeson Schatz and his debate team members, his alumni, all of the staff at Binghamton who made this tournament possible. There were people who cooked food for us, people who set up the stage, people who unlocked the doors, people who cleared the ice, and so much more. Hotel staff and the many service people who made this tournament possible. Thanks to Damali and Neil for all of the great photos that are posted on Facebook. I would also like to thank the members of the Board of Trustees and the NDT Committee, Danielle Vesey, Sherry Hall, Josh Zeid, Chris Lundberg, are the members of the board who were here this weekend. Members of the board and the committee ensure the financial viability and overall functioning of the tournament. Finally, I would like to thank the tab room, Gary Larson and Jack Bradley. I would also like to thank everyone who helped start debates, including Greg Rosenbaum, Jillian Marty, Josh Vive, Dallas Perkins, Sherry Hall, Anna Dimitrovic, William Winnick, James Allen, and Jeffrey Young. So now on to the awards. Each debater who made it to the NDT is deserving of recognition. NDT caliber debaters pursue their goal with unwavering determination and perseverance. The NDT wishes to recognize each participant at the tournament. So when your team names are called, please come forward and accept your awards. After you come and accept your awards, then please go over in front of the banner to have your picture taken. District 1. We'd like to recognize the team of Bernice Delgado and Gabriela Gonzalez from CSU Fullerton. Go Titans. Janelle Murray and Aliyah Shahid. The double octafinalist team from USC, Hex Larson and Aaron Berger. USC Trojans, Aideen Saideen and Anav Sharma. The Cardinals from Stanford, Akash Patabi and Arjun Tamba. The first round at-large team of UC Berkeley, SM John Spurlock and Srini D. Mupala. They'll be advancing into the octos as the fourth seed. So the fourth seed. Good job. First round at-large team of UC Berkeley, Mimi Sargent Leventhal and Michael Limsack. They'll be advancing into the octafinals as the fifth seed. And Mimi is a four-time qualifier to the Running Rebels from UNLV, Sarah Beth Brooks and Roman Kizos, double octafinalists. Also from UNLV, Jeffrey Horn and Cade Cottrell. D2. The Bulldogs from Gonzaga, Jenna Bauer and Dylan Johnson. Also from Gonzaga, Paige Spraker and Ben Weinhardt. From Puget Sound, Austin Brittenham and Catherine Querlo. Go Loggers! Weber State Wildcats, Misty Tippett and Kinsey Gaither. Double octafinalist team, Wyoming MM, Mary Markham and Hunter McFarland. And Mary is a four-time NDT qualifier. Go Pokes! From District 3. The Baylor Bears, Andrew Barron and Alden Connor. Also from Baylor, Kanan Moore and Greg Zoda. Kanan is a four-time qualifier with 3 different partners. Also from Baylor, Sarah Evans and Sam Gustafson. From Central Oklahoma, the Broncos, Jasmine Stidham and Derek Hillegas. The double octafinalist team from Kansas, Amit Batla, Batla and Chris Carey. And Amit is a two-time NDT champion. More Jayhawks from Kansas, Chris Berzer and Mac Cook. Mac is also a two-time NDT champion. Advancing to octofinals as the 13th seed from Kansas, Cyan Bell and Coram Robinson. The Kansas State Wildcats, Kyle Klukas and Lucia Scott. Also from Kansas State, Alonzo Pena and Judy Ramirez. The Bears from Missouri State, Brendan Bauer Freeman and Clay Russo. The Oklahoma Sooners, Taylor Sanchez and James Childs. Moving still further south, the Texas Longhorns, Emma Pabst and Ricky Blyway. Also from Texas, Amrat Chowdhury and Pedro Shikura. And the third team, Alex Stransky and David Kilpa from Texas. From the University of Texas.
Where are you going?
Get your picture taken. From the University of Texas at Dallas come the Comets, advancing to the octos as the 12th seed, Anthony Agbuli and Jacob Blair. Anthony was selected as the ADA Debater of the Year, and Jacob is a four-time NDT qualifier. The double octofinalists from Trinity, Nathan Rothenbaum and Maggie Solis. Nathan is a four-year NDT qualifier. Also from Trinity, Austin Yurko. Andrew Sposi. Hopping along from Kansas City are the Kangaroos from UMKC, Corey Fisher and Anthony Jova. This team is advancing to the octofinals as the 11th seed. It might be shocking, but the next team is Wichita State, Jamie Welsh and Riley Crane. Also from Wichita State, Daniel Saunders and Nick O'Donnell. 4. From Concordia College, I had to look up this mascot because they didn't write it down. The Cobbers, Blaise Dupas, and Jaquan Robinson. The Hawkeyes from Iowa, Lauren Phelan and Henry Wright. The Golden Gophers from Minnesota, Rohit Asirvotham and Cole Kostelny. Also from Minnesota, Teju Liburo and Oster Touring Traxler. District 5. From Indiana, Harry Aronson and Kagan Ferguson. This is the first time that Indiana has qualified teams for the NDT since 1993. Also from Indiana, Bish Mail and Ari Hoffman. From Michigan, the Wolverines, Dustin Myers-Levy and Tommy Donovan. Also from Michigan, advancing to the octafinals as the first seed at the 2016 NDT, Joe Krakoff and Will Morgan. I can't hear you. You want it? Okay. I'm not sure what they want to say to me. Michigan State, Luke Walkington and Connor Munsinger, double octafinalists. The first round at large team of Michigan State ST, Margaret Strong and Tyler Thurr, is advancing to the octafinals as the 14th seed, and they are both four-time NDT qualifiers. We'd like to recognize the double octafinalist team from Northwestern, Chris Callahan and Pauline Esmond. We'd also like to recognize the first round at large team of Northwestern MO, advancing to the octos as the 16th seed. MO. Connor O'Brien and Evan McCarty. B6. Double octafinalists, Emery, Saul Foreman, and Tanner Lewis. Go Eagles. We would also like to recognize the first round at large team and double octafinalists from Emory, Brian Clareman and Kristen Lowe. We would also like to recognize the first round at large team from Emory of Vivith, Karthikeyan, and Jason Sigalos. Advancing to the octafinals as the second seed, Jason is a four-time NDT qualifier. Also from District 6, we'd like to recognize the double octafinalist team of Georgia, Swapnil Agrawal and Advait Ramanan. Also Georgia Bulldogs, Tucker Boyce and Nathan Rice. From Kentucky, advancing to the octafinals as the sixth seed, we'd like to recognize the first round at-large team of Donald Grass and Theo Nopar Stack. And Donald is a four-time NDT qualifier. We'd like to recognize... Are you okay? Okay. We'd like to recognize the double octave finalist and first round team from Kentucky of Jonathan Geldorf and Ava Ferguson. Jonathan is a four-time NDT qualifier. From Kentucky, we'd like to recognize the double octafinalist team of Holmes Hampton and Marcel Roman. Marcel is a four-time NDT qualifier. The Bulldogs from Sanford, Natalie Benny and Marley Davis. Advancing to the octafinals as the ninth seed, we'd like to recognize the first round at-large team of Wake Forest, Corinne Sugino and Charles Athanasiopoulos. The Demon Deacons, Varun Reddy, and Shar Van Schenk. From West Georgia, the Wolves. This is the 43rd NDT for West Georgia. We'd like to recognize Gershom Chan and Nick Charles. Also from West Georgia, we'd like to recognize the double octafinalist first round at-large team of Hakeem Mohammed and Khaled Sharif. They are the first Muslim team to receive a first round at-large bid for the NDT. According to their coaches. D7. Now that's some spirit. We'd like to recognize the Patriots from George Mason, Austin Oliver, and Isaac Brown. Austin is also the 2016 JV Nationals champ. We'd like to recognize the double octafinalists from George Mason, Young Kwan and Rich K. Rich is a 2016 JV Nationals champ, and Young is a 4-time NDT qualifier. The first round at large team of Georgetown, Natalie Kunez and Eric Luvis. Were they the... I think I have an error on my sheet. Were they the 15th seed? Are they advancing? That one? Okay. Yeah, and they're advancing to the octafinals as the 15th seed. We'd also like to recognize the Georgetown team of Anastasia Kastaridis and Arjun Krishnan. From Liberty, burning bright as the flames, we'd like to recognize the first round at large team of Vida Chiri and they're advancing to the octafinals as the 3rd seed. Also from Liberty, we'd like to recognize Leonora Crane and Caitlin Shess. From Mary Washington, we'd like to recognize Parker Kuhn and Robert Wimberly, the Eagles. The Panthers from Pittsburgh, Maddie Budney and Rishi Chedralu. Also from Pittsburgh, Rahul Ramana and Matt Picos. From Rutgers, Newark, the Scarlet Raiders, Christian Quiros and Kevin Cawthon. I'd like to recognize the first round at large team advancing to the octos as the 8th seed of Rutgers, Newark, Davon Murphy and Nicole Nave. From District 8. Advancing as the 10th seed in octafinals, the Black Knights from Army, Brian Silverman and Michael Barlow. Michael is the first ever 4-year qualifier for the NDT from Army. From Binghamton, Drew Segal and Jason Smith. Also from Binghamton, Jesse Smith and TJ Butgerite. From Dartmouth, the Big Green, Tyler Anderson and Abla Belhakmi. From Harvard, their mascot is the Crimson, Lev Asimov and Manny Medrano. Asimov. From Harvard, Paul Banks and Nima Drecker Waxman. Advancing to the octafinals, as the 7th seed, we'd like to recognize the first round at large team from Harvard, David Herman and Hemant Sanjeev. David and Hemant are also the 2016 ADA National Champions, as well as the Copeland Award winners. They're very proud of their coach, Jerry Hall. Oh, and David, that's the next line, is a 4-year NDT qualifier. Finally, we'd like to recognize the double octafinalist, first round at large team of Vermont, Taylor Bro and Khalil Lee. Thanks for being so enthusiastic. So, announcements for tomorrow. All debates will be in the hotel. All debates will be in the hotel. I can't turn my head or you can't hear it. The judge draw for the octafinals debate will be at 7 o'clock in the boardroom on the lobby level diagonally across from the front desk. The tab room will be located there. Start time will be 8 a.m. Pairings and ballots will be electronic. We will try to release the pairings by 7:30. No smoking in the hotel, anywhere. Deposit cigarettes in appropriate disposal containers outside the hotel, please. And no drugs or alcohol in any competition space. Okay, I'm so glad to hear that. So, for the speaker awards, we have extra special awards this year that were provided by Binghamton. Joe Schatz's mother, is that right? Made these awards. She sewed them herself. There are quilted pillows for the top 10, or the top determinant of speaker ranking shall be second order Z scores, followed by speaker points with the highest and lowest ballots of each debater's individual ratings dropped. Are you all ready? In 20th place, from Missouri, Kansas City, Corey Fisher. In 19th place, from Liberty, Vita Chiri. From UC Berkeley, Srinidhi slow down. So that was 18, right? Okay. I don't want to skip anyone. In 17th place from Emory, Jason Sigalos. In 16th place from Michigan State, Tyler Thur. In 15th place from Rutgers, Newark, Devon Murphy. In 13th place from UC Berkeley, Michael Wimsatt. In 12th place from the United States Military Academy, Michael Barlow. In 11th place from Rutgers, Newark, Nicole Nave. In 10th place from Michigan State, Margaret Strong. In 9th place from Kentucky, Donald Grass. In 8th place from Michigan, Joe Krakoff. In 7th place, from Harvard, David Herman. In 6th place, from Kansas, Coram Robinson. In 5th place, from Michigan, Will Morgan. UC Berkeley, Mimi Sargent Leventhal. In third place, from Harvard, Hemant Sanjeev. And in second place, from Vermont, Taylor. Okay. Awesome. I love you too. That's why I'm here. For the 70th NDT in 2016, our top speaker is from UC Berkeley, John Spurlock. The judge draw for octafinals will begin at 7 o'clock in the boardroom on the lobby level.